Hello and welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. It's time to talk sports as we always bring to you to allow you to enjoy the juicy side of sport. Well, let's quickly look at the headlines making waves. Rima strikers, police machine, the defenders all won in their match, talking about the Handball Premier League taking place in Abuja. And also we look at Tottenham Hotspur considering sacking Nuno Espirito as it is right now. We are still waiting to at least see what's going to happen concerning that particular story. I am Adeni Aji Shafe. Well, a lot of story we'll be bringing to you this morning, but quickly, let's introduce our guest in the studio in the person of Ikena Okonkwo. Good to have you in the studio.
Thank you so much, Adeni. It's a pleasure.
There are a lot of activities over the weekend in the world of sports, and we are here to talk about it.
It's always the case. Once Friday gets by, Saturday and then Sunday. I mean, 3 days of action-packed program in the sporting world. And you could imagine from handball to basketball, football, boxing, wrestling. I mean, there are weekends that almost every other sport will be having one thing or the other to do.
Okay, let's start from the first story we have today, talking about handball, where the Prudent Energy Handball Premier League actually is already on winding up now. But we take a look at all the results. The teams that won, talking about Rima Strikers, Police Machine, the Defenders, Lagos Seasiders, and Confluence Queens won in match day 10. All these teams won in their matches. And to let you know that for men and women handballers in Nigeria are all gathered in Abuja enjoying good handball competition.
Yeah, sure. It's a good one. Handball in the past about 4 or 5 years has actually witnessed some revolution, if you want to say, because the current president, he was the president the 4 years and then got re-elected some 3 weeks or so ago. The man is Ocheho. I was trying to remember his name. He's one young man that if you see him even talk to you or walk up to you, he is action-filled. You know, his gesture, his body movement, you see him as one who wants to do something every minute of the day. And he's a private sector man. He's been in the banking sector. He's also someone who also does a lot within the corporate body, sector or system. So he has brought in that energy, and of course, there is no quarter in the year of each year that he wouldn't have something to do. So this time around, even before he got re-elected, this particular activity has been packaged, and it's no surprise that things are happening with a lot of teams trying to do what they know how best to do, trying to do each other. It's no longer a time when you have road safety shooters, and of course NSCDC teams dominate, even customs. You know, these are 3 major teams that are known to do a lot around handball in Nigeria. But at the moment, some other teams, especially from the private owned point of view, they are trying to get some surprising package for all these other already known or established teams.
Okay, now looking at the fact that all these clubs, Rima Strikers, Confluence Queens, they all won their games. The beautiful thing about this competition is the fact that we're seeing leagues. This is not football, this is handball.
Sure.
We're seeing Nigerian handballers, men and women, showcasing their talent in the world of handball. And I love the fact that these Rima Strikers, a well-known team in the north from Sokoto State, they've really shown their class when it comes to handball as a sport. And you have to give it up to this team because they've been so consistent in maintaining the stand of playing handball. Now we have Confluence Queens also winning their games, not forgetting the Defenders, Police Machine. These are teams that belongs to the military or paramilitary forces there, and they also participating. What can you say about the fact that we have a league of handball running smoothly in Nigeria?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's about commitment. The leadership of the Nigerian Handball Federation, I mean, they are committed at the moment. It's a commitment they have shown over the past about 4 years or so. You mentioned the Rima team from Sokoto. The current governor of Sokoto, Governor Tambo, in fact, even before Governor Tambo, the former governor of Sokoto, Wamako, he, in the 8 years he ruled as the governor of that state, he faced handball, I think badminton also, as the major sports he preferred to develop at the grassroots. And of course, today is paying off.
Good one there. Now let's quickly look at another story. Let's leave handball and talk about beach soccer. Now, talking about beach soccer now, although I think we need to let you see something, at least from the handballers, what they do concerning handball. Let's quickly go back. Let's play a little handball for you before we go. So, beach soccer. Let's play handball and see what they do at the stadium. We have handballers at the Prudent Energy Handball League for you. Well, I think we'll be going, at least for now, if handball is still waiting for us. So play now. Let's quickly go straight to other stories trending. Let's talk about beach soccer. Beach soccer in Kebbi State. That's the place where it has happened. And a lot of matches were also played. But match day 6. Let's look at the result quickly as we talk about all the result there. Iliasu Sport, they won their game 8-4 as they were able to win in that particular encounter. Iliasu won their encounter there. Still looking at the result of that particular match day 6. We have Downtown Big Soccer team. They won 3-0. You have Gwandu. They lost their game by 0-3. While Academy also won by against Uzmi. They won 3-0 there in that particular encounter. They're looking at this is Beach Soccer League in Kebbi State. And the joy of it is that we are talking about it because this is our own Beach Soccer League. These teams just played yesterday.
Sure. Kebbi State is a state known for beach soccer. Of course, beach volleyball as well. Any beach-related event, they are good. They have, apart from Lagos, they have an established, pitch where any of these beach games could be played. And I'm not surprised that this particular tournament is happening there. Some of the non-beach Nigerian players, caught their teeth while playing on that particular pitch in Kebbi. Also going to Lagos at some point. So it's good that if each state in Nigeria will take up, various sports and develop just one. We'll have 36 states in Nigeria and FCT, and we'll have about 32-3 sports like that in Nigeria functionally. You could see that Nigeria will become a home of not just football and basketball. You talk about a home of sports because each state has taken up one, fund it, attract private sector development, and do stuff that will make that particular sport to become one of the top notch, not just in the country, but across Africa and the globe. So I like the fact that Kebbi State has taken that up. Before I talked about Sokoto, taking up handball and badminton. So if each state could do the same, taking on one or two sports, Nigeria would be a place that sports will no longer be that when we go to, a competition like Olympics, we're talking about one or two medals and, stuff. We could have as much as 10 medals and even gold color of it and above. Okay, now from big soccer, let's talk about cricket. Nigerian Cricket Federation released a 14-man list that will tinker the tank of playing for Nigeria at the qualifiers of the ICC, that the International Cricket Council T20 cricket qualifiers, African zone, that will be coming up, and Nigeria will be facing some country. But the good thing is that we are battle ready, according to Nigerian Cricket Federation, that players like Sylvester Okwe, Isaac Okwe, Samuel Umba are all in that team with their experience, and also including some under-19 players that have been called upon to participate in that particular qualifiers. I love the fact that they inject the old new players into the old team now, so that they can have at least that, we use the word variable, that they can move together and work together as a team ahead of the qualifiers for Nigerian cricket. Yeah, I hope we'll qualify. It's okay. Nigeria, when it comes to cricket, we are still trying to get our feet there.
Well, let me cut you short there. Let me just tell you that we won against Sierra Leone 5-1. After the 6 series we play, we won 5 against one that Sierra Leone won against us.
Yeah, I'm quite aware of that. When it comes to maybe playing against our our fellow West African or Sub-Saharan African countries, we could try to do one or two things. But when we leave
to play against Pakistan, Bangladesh, and all those Indians.
You don't even need to go far. When we go to play like an Egypt,
Kenya,
go to those North African countries.
Even South Africa.
If we win, maybe South Africa, maybe to an extent Zimbabwe. If we win those teams, any of those countries, we could begin to raise our heads high. But if we come to West Africa or Sub-Saharan Africa, we may want to do one or two things. That is not where it's most important. We need to move on to do some other big things around the continent and the world, of course.
Now, looking at the fact that Nigerian cricketers will be going to play in the qualifiers, we hope that they will be able to qualify. They won against Sierra Leone 5-1 in the series. Now they will be playing the qualifier for Africa, ICC T20 World Cup qualifier there. Now, away from cricket, we come to football, the big one over the weekend, looking at the fact that European football, let's look at AC Milan and AS Roma at home over there in the city of Rome. It was Jose Mourinho. It was a fantastic match for AC Milan. 40-year-old Ibrahimovic was able to score. He scored, making at least edging his name in goal, because at the age of 40, he's still scoring as if he's just 20-year-old.
Yeah, he's a guy that has been able to take Serie A by, not just by surprise, by storm, if you want to say. He has played there when he was younger, went to, EPL and all that, played, then returned, kind of to do retirement like Ronaldo is doing right now in the EPL where he started, So Serie A right now is a place that a lot of surprises are springing. AC Milan, they are joined up with Napoli at the moment. Napoli, where our own Victor Osimhen also plays, his trade. Roma, they have not had it so smooth this season. Mourinho, who is used to winning, the kind of mentality he has had many names, special one, only one, whatever. He's seen some stuff that is making him not to be settled at the moment, even though he's placed fourth with 19 points in that league. It's a match that happened yesterday that he thought that the best he would get would be a draw.
Okay, now let's listen to what Jose Mourinho said after that particular match. It was a painful one. They lost at home. Jose Mourinho actually via his mind.
Voglio solo dire complimenti al Milan che ha vinto. E lasciami pensare, perché domenica voglio stare in panchina. Dico solo, non c'è rispetto per tutti quelli che amano questo club.
Well, that's Jose Mourinho there. His team lost. Now we digress away from Serie A. We talk about English Premier League, where Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United. Manchester United, they were able to hold their own, winning 3-0, silencing the team coach or managed by Nuno Espirito Santo. Good one for Egan and Social. Quickly, your analysis about the very short one.
Yeah, it's a pity that Nuno is going to face the bashes. Talking about his exit from Tottenham, which is, of course, almost a concluded matter, because that young man and his team, they have been collecting a whole lot of goals this season. The list being 2-0. Some of his games, he has got 3-0, apart from the Man U match that happened day before yesterday. So he has been able. He has not settled in the team, actually. Maybe because he didn't recruit most of these players. Let's see how it goes, but I don't see him staying further.
Okay, now quickly, just let's listen to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what he said after they won that match convincingly.
We still, talk about style of play. The most important thing is that we stick together, and we go into every game with a strategy, game plan, and we stick to it, and we do what we're told, and we do what we've practiced, and that you do your best. And because we have players that are sensational going forward, but you see today, David, he doesn't have one save to make. That means we can defend as well. So we have to find that balance.
Calm the noise. No pressure at the moment.
It's always pressure. Next one, Tuesday, it's Champions League. That's why we're in this game.
Good one there for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer winning that particular match. Now, let's talk about another team that lost. Manchester City lost, surprisingly, to Crystal Palace. Good one for Crystal Palace. They were able to hold their own as they defeated Manchester City with the area of star that they possess. Well, that's football. You can never predict who's going to win. Now, from there, let's digress a bit. Let's go to France and talk about Sergio Ramos, the man that used to be a captain in Real Madrid, now a player with PSG. Well, as it is right now, patience is running out concerning that team. Talking about PSG and Sergio Ramos, because he has been there injured and they want him to get well quick. But as it is, they understood that he has injury, but they want him to play. Patience is running out.
Yeah, so players don't understand that not every team, not everything they can fit in easily. Just like Ramos and of course Messi, they are all there. Though they are new, it's probably too early to judge them. However, playing that team and getting settled is not going to be easy for them. I wish Sergio a quick recovery, and of course let him get playing, because a club cannot pay so much money and you get down always with injury.
Well, the last on the log is the fact that Tottenham Hotspur right now are considering sacking Espirito Santo, although they'll be waiting for him to see if he can still turn things around. But news have it that he could be sacked as he's going right now, and Antonio Conte will actually be the man that will take over the edge of the aim of affairs there over there in Tottenham. Just briefly, concerning the Tottenham Hotspur considering Espirito for sack and bringing Antonio Conte.
Well, I've talked about that earlier, but the Conte option, I don't really know much for him if he be considering Tottenham, because earlier, talking about last week, he was prepped for to join Manchester United, and he preferred to join Manchester United, where Tottenham are at the moment, quite deepening on the table there.
Well, we just have to go. Our time is up. Talking sport here. Good to have you in the studio, Ikena Okonkwo.
Thank you so much, Adeni.
Yes, that's 360 Sports this morning on Trust TV. I'm Adeni Ajishave. Don't forget to join us on our social media platforms. Thanks for watching.